Hi! In this video, I'd like to go through the chapter and lecture settings with you. If you haven't created a course yet or are not entirely sure what chapters or lectures are, I recommend watching the video linked in the top right-hand corner. But for now, let's get started. When you click on your course under Courses, you'll get to the lecture overview. Since the options for chapters and lectures are different, let's start with chapters by clicking on one of them. Firstly, you should upload a chapter thumbnail using this button here. This image will be displayed on your course homepage if you've included the Course Thumbnails component. Furthermore, you can change the title of your chapter, which will be displayed here, and modify the URL path for the chapter itself and its lectures beneath it. In my case, these are Welcome to the Course, Introducing the Author and Overview and Goals. Now let's take a closer look at the lectures. First, let's look at the basics. You can enter a lecture name and a lecture URL path, just like with the chapters. What's more, you can set the content of the lecture. Below that, you'll find the option to upload a lecture thumbnail. This thumbnail will be primarily displayed on the chapter page where the lecture is located. It is the equivalent of the chapter thumbnail. You should upload an image here as well to make it look nicer and more visually appealing. Now, let's get to the really important part, the content of the lecture. We divide this into 3 sections. First, there's the lecture media, followed by other content for the lecture, and finally, download materials that you can upload here. The lecture media and other content will replace the content component on your lecture page, while the download materials you upload will be displayed instead of the downloads component on your lecture page. Let's go through it step by step, starting with the lecture media, which is displayed directly above the lecture title and can be either a video or a quiz. If you want to use a video, you can either upload it here using this tab and then selecting it with this button, or alternatively, you can click here and insert a URL to your video that should be uploaded on YouTube or Vimeo. If you don't want to use a video, you can also display a quiz in your lecture. However, for such a quiz, you must have created it under this menu item here. You can find a more detailed guide on how to create a quiz linked in the top right-hand corner. If you don't want to use either a video or a quiz in your lecture, you can simply skip this part altogether. Let's continue to the other content section. You can insert images, videos, code, or just plain text here. This is where you can let your creativity run wild. Finally, there are the lecture materials. You must have uploaded these materials using this button here before selecting them with this button. Your customer can then easily download them from the lecture. And that's it. Click on Save to finalize your lecture. Repeat these steps for your other lectures until you're happy. If you want to discover more about Digibiz courses, take a look at the playlist that is displayed now.